Hello there, Cody Dean here. Every Tuesday, come to you Facebook Live to answer your questions and basically do some live and free mentoring to those that ask questions. You can ask questions at codydean.net/AMA or by commenting below. A couple questions I got this week is, first question was that was the second question is how do you sell? People know that I'm really big into sales. Hey John, hey Kyle, thanks for joining. So people know that I'm really big into sales. And also, the other question that I got was, what would you say the biggest mistake that you have made in your life is? And so that was the first question I was going to answer today. If you have any questions, again, just put them in the comments below and I can answer those, give you my feedback, and do some mentoring with you. Or just go to my website, codydean.net/AMA, and you can be anonymous. You can ask. It's a Google form right there. So, first question is, what is the biggest mistake that you've made, me personally, in my life? And that question, or that answer to that question, is number one mistake that I've made is caring too much about what other people think of me. Caring a little bit too much about what others think of what I'm doing, and worrying about that. And then allowing what those people, or how they worry, or worrying about what those people will think about me, and then making that so I don't even do anything. It kind of like as a paralyze. It's a paralyzing thing. And so that's basically my biggest mistake that I've ever made. And I feel like there's a lot of people in this world that struggle with that too. They care so much about what other people are going to say or what they think they're going to do, and they don't even try. They don't even start something new. They don't reach for their goals. Also, second biggest mistake that I made in my life is not investing in myself sooner. Recently, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on myself, not just from college, but on other education, on other resources, other things, to mentors, coaches, to help me be better. And had I done that so much sooner, then I would be a year ahead of where I am now. I'd be where I am now 1 year earlier. And so that would be the second biggest mistake that I've ever made, is not investing in myself sooner. And it's really simple. I mean, like, you can invest in yourself as little as $5. Go buy an ebook through Amazon. You should go buy an ebook on a topic that you want to get better at. And invest time. Invest like 30 minutes every single day to get better at something. And so, I mean, that's a huge mistake. I feel like a lot of people, they don't even take time to invest in themselves. So those are my two biggest mistakes. Number one is, just blanked out right there. Number two, not investing in myself. And then number one is worrying too much about what other people think of me. I remember when I was doing sales for the very first time. I was doing door-to-door, and I was recruited to go do door-to-door, and I was debating. It was before the summer. The way the sales worked is you went and worked for the summer, and it would basically pay for the whole entire year of school, so the school year. And it was just near the end of the school year, and I would calling around. I'd call my parents, and I call some siblings, and I call other people, and I was so worried about, like, hey, do you think I should do this? And it almost stopped me and prevented me from going out and trying something new. And I think if you have a good idea inside of you, just go do it. Don't worry about what other people are going to say. If you want to post something on Facebook, post it. Doesn't matter what other people think. And that's if you have a video, you want to share it with the world. If you have a message you want to share it with the world, then just share it. Hey, President Cromer, welcome. Okay, so that was my number one and number two biggest mistakes that I made in my life. And that's what I wanted to share about. If you have any questions, again, just comment them below, or that you want me to mentor on, or topics. The second topic that someone asked about is sales. And sales, I've been doing sales. Everyone needs to study sales. Kind of going along with investing in myself. That was the number two biggest mistake that I waited too long to do is you got to invest in yourself. And number one thing that I would say invest in yourself is learn how to negotiate, learn how to sell. Because it doesn't matter what you do in this life, you have to sell. You're selling yourself when you go to a job interview, if you have a business, if you have a relationship, if you have kids, politics. Everything really comes down to being able to negotiate and learn how to sell. And so I am actually coming out with a mentoring course on selling, and it's going to kind of go around these 5 principles, 5 steps to sales. And so I'm going to share those with you, help you out to be able to help you sell whatever it is that you're selling yourself even on the goal. So whenever I'm selling something, I break it down into 5 different little categories. First category is attention. So you can't sell something to someone unless you have their attention. And that's just simple. You just say, hey, you post something on Facebook. Whoa. Kind of goes along with marketing. You have to be able to grab people's attention to be able to get a sell. So that's the first thing, is just grab someone's attention. Number 2, the second step when you're selling someone something is intention. You have to give them your intention. Like, this is why I am contacting you. I'm calling because, or the reason we're doing this is because of this. Like, this is an end result. This is what I want to accomplish. If you give them the intention of getting there, then it's going to be able to make your call or your relationship. It's basically setting up expectations. If you don't have expectations, then people get lost. Okay? So it's intention. So you grab their attention, and you give them an intention of where they're going. Okay? And then the third step is discovery. So you need to discover a problem that this person has. Discover why they are doing what they're doing. And the way you do this is just by asking simple questions. Why are you doing that? What's your intention? Like, how can I help you? What's your goal? How can we work together? How can we make this work? What have you done so far? What do you want to do in the future? By asking those questions, then it helps with step number 4, which is educate. You're going to educate them. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. Go ahead and ask any question you want. I am mentoring today, live mentoring. We're going over the 5 steps to sales, how to sell. First one is attention. Second one is intention. Third one is discover. And fourth is educate. So during the discover phase, you're discovering why they want to what is their goal basically. And during that, you do most of the listening. You're talking to someone and they do most of the talking. I say 80-20. Okay? They talk 80% of the time. 20% of the time you are asking basically just questions. Okay, I get it. What's your goal? Why is that goal important? This is what we want to have happen. Then, once you go into the 4th stage, which is educate, you're going to educate them on how your solution is better than anyone else. Say, hey, you want to get to here. I'm going to educate you. So you educate with just a couple different points of what most people in sales call features, advantages, and benefits. So a feature is basically just, so like this shirt. A feature of this shirt would be that it's cotton. It's cotton jersey. An advantage of that is it's really soft. Okay? And then a benefit of that is it's not going to irritate your skin, because I'm sensitive to, I have sensory issues, whatever. So that's a feature, advantage, benefit. Like, this is a t-shirt. The feature is it has cotton jersey on it. The advantage is, hey, that cotton jersey blend with polyester is soft, and the benefit to you is, like, you don't have to worry about your skin being irritated anymore. Yeah, Ian, we are selling, man. That's how you sell, right there. So the only way that you can really sell is if you have your discovery, if you discover what they want to accomplish. Hey, I understand you have really sensitive skin. You need this shirt because it's made out of cotton blend that's really soft, so you don't have to worry about your skin being irritated anymore. So you just helped solve that problem with them by going through a feature, advantage, benefit. That's how you educate them. Okay, that's the fourth step, is educate someone on their problem, that how you can solve it. And then the fifth step is resolve. And that's really just closing. You got to be able to close. So, and be able to close, it just comes down to asking a question like, hey, do you want to get 2 of them? Do you want to get 4 of them? How many do you want to get? And as you go down this process, A is attention, I is intention, D, discover. What is this one? E is educate, and R is resolve. I made it into a fancy little word, aider. Like, I like to think of you're coming to someone's aid, like you are helping them. You are helping them get from point A to point B. You're being an aider to come to their aid, to help. As you go through this process, down the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you start off pretty emotional, and you get less and less emotional and more logical. So when you're resolving their problem, you need to make it very, very logical. Like, hey, it makes sense to do this because your shirt's worn out, the shirt's on sale, we got 3 of them here, and that's kind of the process here. Stephanie asks, how do I get people interested in the first place so I can talk and sell? So that goes to the first step of the sales process that I made up. First is getting attention. And this is where most people actually fail in business and in sales, is they're not exposing themselves to enough people. They think, if I just talk to 10 people, I'll be able to close 1 person, so I just need to go and be able to talk to 10 people and pitch to 10 people. But in reality, it's really, you have to get the attention of 1,000 people or 100 people to be able to pitch 10 people to be able to close 1 person. So that comes down to a couple things to be able to get people interested. You have to have a good hook, a good attention grabber. Find out what your market wants and grab their attention. Like realtors, I think this is really interesting. Realtors, they put a picture of themselves on their business card or on their advertisement. And people don't want to see a picture of you, okay? They want to see a picture, what does the end result look like, okay? Your target audience, what are you going to provide to them, and how do you get them there, and what does the end result look like? For a realtor, you want to help sell someone a house. So rather than putting a picture of yourself on a billboard saying, hey, I'm the best realtor in the world, contact me, I'll sell you your house, put a picture of a house on the billboard. And then put your name there and say, hey, I will help you find the house of your dreams. And my name is this, and you can contact me here. Grab their attention. You're not going to grab someone's attention if you just put a picture of yourself on a billboard. So for you, what is the result that you want to get at the very end? What is the product that you want to sell, and what does your client want to get? Do they want to get healthier? Don't put a fat person on a billboard. You do a picture of a skinny person, a buff person. Hey, do you want to get fit? And they're like, whoa, that's what I want. I want to get fit. Then they look at it, and then like, how can I do that? And they'll see your name. And then they'll start associating, hey, if I want to get fit, I can associate myself with this person. And that all comes back to step number 1, is grabbing someone's attention. Grab their attention by letting them know, hey, like, this is what I do. Like, this is the result that I can get for you. Hopefully that helps you out, Stephanie, being able so you can at least get to the education and the discovery mode. So easy way, again, remember how to sell is just think of the word aider. Like you are coming to someone's aid. You have to grab their attention. You have to give them your intention of why you are in business or why you want to help them out. Discover what they want to achieve. Educate them on how you do that through features, advantages, and benefits. And then resolve that concern by closing it. And that's it for me today. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for those people that commented below, but also submitted questions at my website. You can submit your questions at my website anonymously at codydean.net/AMA. And I really love topics about business. I love health. I've sold supplements for many, many years. So yeah, ask questions on business, mindset, money, sales. I'd be happy to go over those with you, basically for free, answer your questions. But yeah, every Tuesday I do these live. Every Friday I do lessons that I've learned. And thank you everyone for your support and helping me in my business. And I will see you on Friday.